Hey, welcome back. Today we're looking at something odd that every human has experienced, but probably never thought too hard about. Why is it impossible to tickle yourself? Seriously, try it right now. Go ahead, poke your ribs, wiggle your fingers under your arm, or trace your neck. Feels like nothing, right? Maybe a little pressure, maybe a slight sensation, but that uncontrollable laughter? That reflex that makes you squirm when someone else does it? Nowhere to be found. So what gives? Let's rewind a bit. What even is tickling? Tickling is your nervous system reacting to unexpected touch. It's tied to ancient survival reflexes. Yes, survival. A tickle could be a bug crawling on you, or something sharp, or even a threat. Your body wants you to react fast. Twitch away, move, laugh, squirm, anything to break the contact. That response is deeply wired into your brain. But here's the twist. Your brain is always one step ahead of you. And I mean that literally. When you move, your brain doesn't just send signals to your muscles. It also sends a second copy of that signal, called an efference copy, to your sensory system. It's like your brain whispering, "Hey, just a heads up. We're about to move the right hand to poke the left rib. No need to freak out." So your brain already expects the tickle, and that ruins it. It's like knowing the punchline to a joke before someone finishes the setup. It doesn't land the same way. Surprise is everything. And when your brain sees it coming, it just shrugs. But let's take it a step further. What happens if you almost control the tickle, but not quite? Researchers at University College London built a weird robot setup for this exact question. You put your hand in a device, and it tickles you with a tiny robotic arm. If you control the arm directly, still nothing. But if there's even a small delay between your movement and the robot's action, suddenly ticklish. That tiny lag was just enough to confuse the brain's prediction system. The result? It feels external instead of internal. Your brain can't match the cause with the effect. Boom, tickle detected. And it gets better. In another experiment, scientists tried using virtual reality to simulate delayed touch. They created avatars where your virtual hand moved just a beat after your real hand. People reported stronger sensations. Even light touch felt weird and intense. That just shows how easily your brain's prediction engine can be tricked. Let's zoom in on what's really running this show: your cerebellum. Most people think the cerebellum just handles balance and movement, but it actually plays a huge role in predicting sensations caused by your own actions. It's like a background manager constantly running simulations. If reality doesn't match the prediction, that's when your brain pays attention. That's when things feel weird, surprising, or even funny. So in a way, your inability to tickle yourself is proof that your brain is doing its job too well. It's keeping you from reacting to your own movements because it doesn't want to waste energy responding to stuff it already predicted. Let's break it down with a quick comparison. Imagine this. You're watching a horror movie alone. You know something's about to pop out, but your heart still races when it does. Now imagine you made the movie yourself and watched it 50 times. Still scary? Probably not. You've removed the surprise. You've taken away uncertainty, and that kills the reaction. Tickling works the same way. Anticipation kills the surprise. But here's a fun fact. Some people can sort of tickle themselves. People with schizophrenia, for example, sometimes report being able to tickle themselves. Why? Because their brain may not be correctly generating or interpreting that efference copy. In some cases, their brain doesn't recognize their own actions as fully self-generated. That disconnect in sensory prediction might let them experience their own touch as external, which brings back the tickle response. Strange, right? Something as silly as tickling can actually give us insight into major brain processes, like how we separate me from not me. Another twist? Some animals show ticklish behavior too. Ever seen videos of rats being tickled? They actually emit high-pitched ultrasonic giggles when you tickle them. Too high for humans to hear. And when researchers tried to tickle them with robotic arms, same story. No surprise, no laugh. So it turns out tickling is this weird combination of prediction, surprise, and social interaction. It only works when you don't see it coming. You don't control it. Your brain thinks it's external. Your own fingers just don't cut it. They're too predictable, too familiar, too you. So the next time someone tries to poke your side and you jump, maybe don't get annoyed. Just remember, it's your brain doing something brilliant. It's telling you, hey, this might matter, even if it's just your little brother being annoying. All right, that's it for today's Brain Bender. If you learned something new, or if you're now tempted to invent a delayed tickling robot just to trick yourself, give this video a like. And if you want more strange insights into how your brain works and occasionally betrays you, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.